The woman sets up a street stall every day to make a living. Little does she know that her husband is already worth billions. However, the CEO pretends to be poor every day. He doesn't live in his mansion. Instead, he deliberately rents a 3-bedroom apartment. He even swapped his Rolls-Royce for a second-hand junk car. After experiencing his wife's life firsthand, he realizes how hard she works. So, he decides to secretly help her by suggesting she apply for a designer assistant position at his company. When the woman arrives at the company, other applicants kindly remind her that there are only 3 spots available. But these applicants have ulterior motives. They bribe the interviewer with $2 million to ensure they are hired as assistants, and then seduce the CEO. When the woman goes in for her interview, she hands over her resume, but the interviewer dismisses her after seeing her high school diploma, believing she is unqualified. Without allowing the woman to speak, the interviewer immediately calls in the next candidate. At this moment, the woman still wants to plead her case. She believes that education doesn't define everything, and she wants to show the interviewer her design work, but she is met with ridicule. At this time, the CEO's secretary arrives to assess the situation. She suspects that the woman must be the CEO's wife come for the interview, so she picks up the woman's resume to confirm, and then tells her that she has successfully passed the interview and can start work tomorrow. The woman easily enters her husband's company. However, on her first day at work, she is deliberately made to do menial tasks by her boss, who believes that with just a high school diploma, she is not worthy of the designer position. The woman can no longer tolerate this and snaps at her boss, betting that she will win the design project. Unbeknownst to her, the client is someone very difficult to persuade. When the woman enters the booth to meet the client, she is suddenly embraced by the client's friend. Overwhelmed with excitement, she accidentally injures the man, causing him to bleed. Realizing her mistake, she quickly apologizes, but the man does not let her off easily. He insists on playing a basketball match against her, and if she loses, she must stay with him tonight. Ignoring her friend's objections, she agrees. Under the tension of her friend, the woman successfully wins the game. Just then, the man suddenly goes back on his word. He insists on having what he wants, rudely pushing the woman down onto the table and trying to undress her in front of everyone. The crowd is indifferent. Just as the man is about to succeed, the CEO suddenly appears. Seeing the woman in such a predicament, the CEO compassionately covers her with a coat and immediately strikes the man. In a fit of rage, he injures the man's eye. Fearing retaliation, the woman urges the CEO to leave quickly, but the CEO calmly reassures her that it's okay. However, his heart is already filled with resentment. He makes a phone call to acquire the man's company. When the boss finds out that the woman's contract was not signed successfully, he immediately decides to fire her, unaware that she will regret her actions.